Hi everybody! Welcome to another live Facebook video with me, Sarah from veganchickpea.com. For those of you doing the clean eating challenge with Yogahale, you have 1 week left. You're 2/3 of the way there, so I hope it's going awesome for you. And if there's anything that I can personally do to support you, or if you have any questions about food or menu ideas or anything like that, please just leave a comment below and I will respond as soon as I can. I'm here to show you what I have made for the people who have purchased food this week, again just to give you some more ideas and to show you how versatile food can really be. So for those of you who have seen the other videos, this is the fourth one, you'll see that I'm always cooking something different, and yet there are some vegetables and a lot of key ingredients that I use that I have on hand, and yet there's seriously an infinite amount of variety that you can have even while eating vegan, gluten-free, clean, no sugar, no corn, the whole list of it. You can just have delicious food and not feel like you're missing out by not having animal protein and dairy and other things that you're in the process of cleansing your body from. So with that, I'll start with showing you a couple salads that I made. This is an Indonesian Kale Slaw. I think you can see it there. There's a little bit of a shadow. This is even better than it looks. It's super clean. It's kale, red cabbage, beets, parsley, and cilantro and arugula, and so that's all just raw mixed together. And then I made a dressing out of almond butter, red curry paste, garlic, ginger, lime juice, and a couple other seasonings, and I just blended that together and then massaged it all with my hands, and there you go. That will last a couple days in the fridge even while dressed. And in fact, the dressing, I personally like it once it's sat on there a little bit to help break the kale down. So again, super healthy option that you can make ahead of time and then eat over the course of a couple of days. Here's another salad, also with a little bit of an Asian flavor. So here is just some organic lettuce at the bottom, and then there's slices of cucumber and carrots. So with the carrots, what I like to do sometimes, instead of just chopping them up into big chunks, I like them in ribbons. So you can either use a spiralizer, or what I did, which was really fast and easy, was I was already peeling the carrots anyway, so then I just kept using the vegetable peeler to continue to peel, and then you get these really nice thin ribbons. So they're fun to eat and a nice change of pace. They look really pretty, and they aren't like too fat and crunchy, so they really can go well with the rest of the components of the salad. On top of that, I have some green pepper and sprouts, as well as toasted sesame seeds and toasted almonds. The toasted sesame seeds I bought already toasted, but the almonds, what I did, and I do this all the time with any nuts and seeds, is I got just a little pan, heated up on the stove, about medium heat, just for a couple of minutes, totally dry, no oil, and then I just threw in the almonds, or again, whatever nut or seed of your choosing, and you just stir it pretty regularly for a few minutes, and you'll know when it's starting to be done. You'll smell it, and it'll look like it has a toast color to it. So you can do it lightly toasted, more toasted, depending on your liking. You can add salt or not, but either way, it's a really great way to add a different type of flavor to the nuts if you're eating a lot of nuts and seeds. So toasted nuts and seeds on top of salads, or really so many things, stir fries, and other dinner dishes, is a great addition to jazz things up a little bit. For this salad too, I also have some cilantro, and then this really great dressing that's made out of sesame oil, ginger, and garlic primarily. So this is a really great sesame flavored Asian salad. Sticking with the Asian theme, I have this Thai soup that I made yesterday. It's a coconut milk red curry soup. So the base is coconut milk from the can, and some vegetable broth, and some red curry paste, garlic, ginger, and then I just added a bunch of vegetables. There's snow peas, mushrooms, peppers, can't remember everything else right now that's packed with a bunch of different vegetables. So it's just a really clean, easy soup. I have this recipe on my blog actually, so I'll link to that below this video. By the way, if you make this, I highly recommend fresh herbs. It makes all the difference on top. So basil and or cilantro, as well as hemp seeds, go really well with the soup to give it some protein and a little bit of extra flavor. Okay, next I have this raw turmeric lemon bars. So you probably just see a bunch of coconut, but under that there's a layer of bars made out of dates, lemon juice, lemon zest, turmeric, and almonds and oats. That's all blended together in the food processor, pressed into the pan, and topped with coconut. So these are super refreshing, and they're really cleansing because they have so much lemon and turmeric in them that they're a great treat. Still with some sweetness from the dates, and I think these are going to be really popular. So it's my first time trying that out, but I highly recommend giving that one a go. The other treat that I made this week is some raw chocolate bark. Can you see that? Yeah. So this is also really easy. It's coconut oil melted. If yours is thick and not melted, you can just heat it on the stove very gently. Here in Hawaii it's hot, so mine was already melted. I just added some raw cacao powder, and a little bit of honey. As a side note, honey is a controversial item in the vegan world. A lot of vegans don't eat it, some do. I didn't eat it for the last couple of years, but I've been exposed to all the reasons why raw, local, sustainably raised honey is great for the environment and for the diet. So I've started incorporating a little bit of honey into my diet here in Hawaii, but that is a topic for another day because I am going to be interviewing Kevin from Bee Boys, which is a local sustainable honey producer here on Hawaii, and I'll be sharing that video with you next month in April sometime to educate about the pros and the cons and all of the information about honey, and if you're going to use it in your diet, what to look for. So super excited about that. Now back to the bars. Those were the three ingredients: coconut oil, cacao, and honey. All of that was raw, so you just mix it together with a whisk, and then you add in whatever you want. So I mean, it's really endless with the options of nuts, seeds, dried fruits. There's so many things that you can add into the raw chocolate. In this case, I added in local macadamia nuts, goji berries, which are a nice superfood, and some coconut, as well as this awesome local sea salt that has a little bit of chili in it. It's not spicy, it just adds a lot of flavor. So I mix that all together, and it's really good. So again, you can customize that however you want, and it's really fun to play with all the different flavors and variety that you can create with that. Hi Kimberly, thank you for joining me. Okay, moving on. I have two more dishes to show you, both our dinner meals. This is a Tex Mex Casserole that I made with some roasted carrot fries. The carrots were just baby carrots I cut into fourths and roasted them with a little coconut oil, cumin, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and I think a touch of paprika, and just roasted those for about 45 to 50 minutes at 425 so they get nice and crispy, and that's a really great vegetable to have on the side of any dinner. The Tex Mex Casserole is some brown rice with black beans and tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, both from the can, organic. Check to make sure there's no sugar added if you're avoiding sugar. And some peppers and onions sauteed together, and then some kale. And then I just mixed all that together in a big baking dish and topped it with some nutritional yeast and some walnuts, and then I baked it for 15 minutes with foil on, and then 5 minutes without the foil, and then I did a couple minutes of broil just to get a nice crispy top. And there you go. You have an easy casserole that I think the whole family will really love. You can top it with avocado, cilantro, green onions, whatever other toppings you might desire that go with Mexican food, salsa, and then I made some vegan cashew cream cheese, This is really easy. It's literally cashews, water, lemon juice, and apple cider vinegar, and that's it. It's all blended together, and then you can put that on top of whatever you want. It's really good. Okay, finally, I have a real treat today. This is vegan macaroni and cheese. And it's really healthy. So the pasta is brown rice pasta. And the sauce is made out of sweet potatoes, onions, shallots, carrots, let's see, and then some seasonings, a little bit of nutritional yeast, lemon juice, paprika, garlic, Dijon mustard, and you blend it all together, and then you just pour it on top of the noodles. So again, very easy and healthy, such a great alternative to using dairy. There's a little bit of cashews in the sauce too, which gives it a creamy consistency. And you really don't need any cheese or dairy, and it's, again, just super clean and tastes delicious. And what I made to go with that is just a huge batch of sauteed veggies. So let me show you here. This is zucchini, peas, spinach, red onions, and mushrooms. So I'll just end up mixing that in with the pasta, and there you go. You have a complete dinner. If you want to add in some extra protein, of course, with some kind of nuts or seeds or beans or lentils or something, of course you can add that in too. But the brown rice pasta actually has some protein in it. Nutritional yeast has some protein, so you are getting, and some spinach does, so you are getting some protein needs met there. And there you go. That is what I have to show you today in my kitchen. I hope that those of you on the cleanse are going strong, and again, if you need anything, please just reach out and ask. So thanks for joining me here today, and I look forward to seeing you again in a few days' time. Bye!